Byblos, the world's oldest living city. On the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, north of Beirut, lies a city that has outlived kingdoms, empires, and even civilizations. Byblos, known locally as Jabil, is a place where time itself seems layered into stone. Imagine walking through streets where Neolithic huts once stood, past Phoenician temples that gave birth to the alphabet, beside Roman theaters, and under the shadow of Crusader castles. This is not just any city. Byblos is the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world, with a history stretching back more than 7,000 years. From humble fishing village to global center of trade and culture, Byblos has never ceased to live. But how did this city endure for millennia? What secrets lie buried beneath its ruins? And why does its legacy matter to every word you read and write today? Join us as we journey through the story of Byblos, the cradle of civilization and the eternal city of history. Though Byblos was never truly lost, its ancient layers remained hidden until archaeologists began to peel back its history. Excavations in the 20th century revealed that Byblos sits atop a mound of civilizations, one built upon another like the pages of a book. Neolithic settlements date back to around 5000 BC, with evidence of huts, pottery, and early tools. Bronze Age remains revealed temples dedicated to Balat Gebal, the local goddess, and trade links stretching as far as Egypt. Inscriptions, tombs, and artifacts connected Byblos directly to the pharaohs who prized Lebanese cedar wood for shipbuilding and temples. Explorers and scholars from Europe visited Byblos in the 18th and 19th centuries, sketching its Crusader castle and Phoenician ruins. But the real breakthrough came when scholars linked the city to the birth of the alphabet, a discovery that changed our understanding of language and human history forever. Byblos began as a fishing village on the Mediterranean coast. Its fertile surroundings and natural harbor made it an ideal hub for settlement. By around 3000 BC, it had grown into one of the most important cities of the Phoenicians, the great maritime traders of the ancient world. The Phoenicians gave the city its soul. They were shipbuilders, merchants, and explorers, carrying goods and ideas across the seas. Byblos became their jewel, exporting cedarwood, papyrus, and craftwork in exchange for gold, spices, and culture from Egypt, Mesopotamia, and beyond. The name Byblos itself comes from the Greek word for papyrus, reflecting its central role in the trade of writing materials. But its greater gift to humanity was the alphabet. From pictographs and symbols, the Phoenicians developed a simplified system of written characters that could be learned and used widely. This alphabet traveled from Byblos to Greece to Rome and eventually became the foundation of the letters we use today. Walking through Byblos today is like crossing into a living museum of world history. Phoenician temples. The remains of temples dedicated to Balat Gebal, the city's goddess, still stand, offering a glimpse into early religious life. Egyptian influence. Inscriptions and offerings link Byblos directly to the pharaohs, showing how vital the city was to Egypt's supply of cedar wood. Roman theater. A semicircular stone structure with seating overlooking the Mediterranean, built when Rome absorbed Phoenicia into its empire. Crusader Castle. Constructed in the 12th century, this fortress still dominates the old port, a reminder of when European knights claimed the city during their campaigns in the Holy Land. Ancient Harbour. Perhaps the most beautiful sight of all, the small harbour where Phoenician ships once set sail. Here, goods, people, and ideas flowed across the ancient world, making Byblos a true crossroads of civilization. Byblos is not just ruins. It is a palimpsest, each era etched over the last, yet never fully erasing what came before. What makes Byblos unique is not just its age, but its continuity. While other great cities rose and fell, Byblos endured. Today, people still live and work within its ancient walls, just as they have for 7,000 years. Cafes line cobblestone streets where Phoenician traders once bartered. Families live in houses built beside Crusader fortifications. Tourists wander through markets that echo with the same vibrancy of millennia past. Byblos is also a place of legend. Ancient Egyptians considered it sacred, and myths connected it to Osiris, the god of the underworld. Local traditions hold that the great cedar trees of Lebanon, once shipped from Byblos, were used in Solomon's temple in Jerusalem. For centuries, its story has been woven into that of religions, empires, and nations. But perhaps Byblos's greatest legacy is its gift to humanity, the alphabet. Without it, our ability to record history, exchange knowledge, and tell stories might have been very different. Byblos, in its quiet harbor, helped shape the way we communicate across time itself. Today, as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Byblos is celebrated as a living monument to resilience, adaptation, and continuity. It is not just Lebanon's treasure, but a treasure of all humanity. Join us again on Human Odyssey Through Time, where history's most haunting mysteries, places, and people are brought back to life. Byblos is not just the world's oldest living city. It is a living reminder of humanity's shared heritage. But this is only one wonder among many. If you'd like to uncover the lost city of Petra, click here, and please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more untold stories of history's greatest mysteries and wonders.